ChrissieCasters, welcome to the ChrissieCast live from the compound. Today is a great day. I'm not going to waste too much more of your time, but it's time for our favourite budget-busting biddy, the great Jane Hall. Well, I've got my tea and I've got my girl Jane Hall. Hello.
Hi. In which order do you rate those two things?
You first.
Obviously.
Of course. Now, do I look different? I'm different because I've completely reinvented myself. I haven't seen you since I got back from Europe.
No. You're now an international jet setter and wishing you lived elsewhere, I'd imagine. How was it? There are no words.
I can't express how amazing it was.
I know.
And I got back to work. Like, I flew home on the Saturday, got back to work on the Monday.
Oh, God, how did you do that?
Oh, you know, I'm a machine, Jane.
You are a machine. I would have needed 3 weeks in bed after that.
No. Oh, jet lag is funny. You're just like, I feel great. Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
it's so weird.
I know.
What time is it? At 12 midnight, I was up organising the cutlery drawer. I was like, I've lost my mind.
Yeah, and then you think you can just sort of snap back into it after a couple of hours sleep, but you actually can't. It's like you've been hit by a lorry.
Yeah, it took 2 or 3 days, I reckon. But I got back to work and I overheard a discussion, two colleagues chatting about an Aussie celebrity who'd got a new boyfriend. And I was just like, who cares?
Oh, why would you want that?
But it's so pedestrian. It's like Australian celebrities aren't even real celebrities. I've been to Europe.
I know what real fame is.
I know what real living is.
Yeah.
And I care only about pasta and bread.
Okay.
And little bowls with oil and vinegar in it.
So that was a hint for me for my next question, which was, where was your spiritual home during that trip away?
Look, I loved it all. And when I think back at the 4 main locations, I went Vienna, London, Paris, Italy. And when I think of myself in those different locations, I was just a different person.
In each one?
Yeah, like Vienna, still very anxious and what am I doing and crying all the time and all of that. And then London was a really good kind of familiar.
Yeah.
It's like Australia, but more to see.
Classier.
Well, like a Monopoly board come to life.
Exactly, with old buildings.
Yes. And then Paris was magic. And then by the time I got to Italy, I was my new self.
Yeah. So by the time you got to Italy, you were your true self.
I was my true self. And I've managed to maintain that somewhat.
Okay, how? Because they have a completely different lifestyle to us.
Yes. I'm caring less. I think that's what I took home from Italy is like, who cares? Who cares? You just do what you want to do and don't care about anybody else.
Oh, I think you should always care about other people. That's Jane's little life lesson for today.
But you know what? I'm finding if you don't, it doesn't really matter. I mean, kids and
loved ones.
Direct, proper people excluded. In general, we run ourselves ragged for other people and they don't really mind if you don't.
That's true. So you'll remember that the next time I cancel on our sessions on the couch.
Oh, no, you're not allowed to.
Oh,
no.
okay.
No.
So some people aren't allowed to just care for themselves.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
No, I'm in your list.
Yeah, you are in my list.
And you're in my list.
And I have to say that I agree with you about Italy and there's a huge, cruel irony for me
which
in
is?
this, in that my ex was an Italian.
Fully
Italian. But I feel a kinship with that country that I can't describe. And if I had to live anywhere overseas, it would definitely be in Italy, possibly Rome.
Oh, Rome!
I just loved Rome.
I love Rome.
Yeah. But you know what I'm pleased about?
What?
You didn't do excessive Instagram bragging. I need to congratulate you on this because I feel that it's an issue we must bring up.
I was too busy eating risotto milanese. And focaccia.
And dipping things in little bowls of olive oil.
My God,
I understand that, but I appreciated your coverage. It was minimal, it was respectful. Some people need to pull their heads in and stop posting every 5 seconds when they're in a different caftan, looking at a different part of the Mediterranean Sea. Some people need to stop that, okay? Because the rest of us aren't.
When I was looking at my suitcase just before I left, I thought, this is not how people travel.
Well, no.
This is not how people that I've seen on Instagram travel.
No, because you had 2 pairs of hockers.
Yes.
And a
one
couple
pair,
of...
come on.
Oh, well, all right. And
one pair, a brand new pair.
Yeah, and like a whole lot of leggings.
Yes.
And about 3 zip-up tops.
Yes.
With a natty stripy T-shirt.
Correct.
Yeah, and that was it.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. There was no, because you know that people get packing cubes, which I am a fan of.
Oh, are you?
By the way,
Okay.
yes, I am. They get packing cubes and then they put in each packing cube an outfit.
Oh, no.
So like a caftan, the shoe that goes with that,
caftan.
the jewellery that goes with that, and then the suitcase. There's one of 5 suitcases and every outfit is ready to go.
Yeah, no.
I can't do that.
Oh, that's just bragging. If you've got that many clothes, you're bragging.
Yeah. And also, my priorities are very different. For example, when I was looking for accommodation on Airbnb, if it didn't have a washing machine, I wasn't interested.
Correct. And for you, a full kitchen is also a necessity.
Correct. Let's move on to budget busting biddies, shall we?
Yes.
Because
let's.
you and I. Well, I've always been a bit this way, but
That's
I'm
right.
so glad that you have joined. It's a great hobby to try and save money and find good dupes.
You say that, but it is a club I never wished to join, to be honest.
But it's fun.
But now I'm in it.
Yeah.
Now I'm in it. And I want to draw your attention to my latest budget busting biddies
What is it?
purchase.
Oh.
Now, my puffy from Uniqlo, I believe it was, finally gave up the ghost.
When you say puffy, do you mean puffer? A puffer jacket?
Can I call it a puffy?
No, you can, but I just wanted
give it a more affectionate term.
Okay, sure.
Yeah,
All right, you're puffy.
My
Yes.
puffy had given up the ghost and I was like, oh my gosh, I cannot. $129, $149, $169, and they're just the Uniqlo ones.
Yes.
But oh no, on my usual Wednesday perusal of the centre aisles of Aldi, I present to you
What?
the Aldi puffer.
Oh my
now,
God, it comes with its own little sheath.
Yes, it's got its own bag that you wrap it up with. It is exactly the same as my Uniqlo
Stand
one.
up.
Look at this. It is exactly the same.
And is it warm?
It is so warm at the moment. I'm having a senior moment hot flush. It is so. It's got
Quanta?
exactly the
Quanta
same.
costa?
Quanta costa? $59.
You're joking.
No. Now it does. There are some unfortunate bits of fluff coming out of the seams, but I don't want to draw attention to that because I believe it's just working itself into its street life.
Yes.
But
it's street life.
Because that's
Street life. What a great song. I'd forgotten that. Who sings that?
I don't know.
Randy Crawford.
There you go.
Mwah.
Okay, you're jukebox jury here.
I am, yeah.
But look, I've just got to tell you that if you're not spending your Wednesdays and also Saturday lunch hours going through the middle aisles of Aldi, you are missing out.
That is it.
Apart from the high pressure hose incident, which I don't want to discuss, suffice to say it was not high pressure. But look, you win some, you lose some, and that's $14.99 I'll never get back. I accept that.
$14.99 for a high pressure hose.
Attachment. So it wasn't the full high pressure hose. It was something that you were supposed to clip to your own garden hose, which converted it
And it
into.
didn't work.
Did not work. But that's okay. I'm not drawing attention to that.
I must say that you've really done a community service for me personally because I love Aldi.
And do you need
obviously.
a new puffy?
No, but I never know what days that you need to get there.
Oh, Wednesdays. Your Wednesdays and your Saturdays.
Well, I know how to use like a recurring calendar entry and I might put that in.
You should, because I don't believe I have that in the Dino phone, so I won't be able to join in that club. But you can.
Are they still available? Or is it like...
I believe, well, this is the thing with Aldi. So there's often little scraps left over for weeks and weeks and weeks.
Yeah.
You may be lucky and find this. And they also have, which would be great for you, a sleeveless little vest, which is very you because you like to have a free bottom half.
I do.
I do not like that. I like bottom coverage.
That's too long for me.
Yes, it is. It is. But they've got a little sleeveless vest, and mark my words, it'll set you back like $29.95.
Does it come in red like Michael J. Fox in Back to the Future?
Well, no. And look, I appreciate the cultural reference, but no. You only get a choice of your black or your navy. But that's okay.
Black's fine.
Oh
Black's
my God,
the best.
Black's great. Black's slimming, especially in a puffy.
Speaking of red things,
Yes.
do you like my jacket?
I absolutely love it. Like,
Okay.
it's really, really nice.
Right.
But is there a story attached to this?
There sure is.
But is it a real
Lacoste,
is it?
Yes, it is.
How?
Now, you know when you go overseas and currency means nothing.
Well, it's funny money, isn't it? You don't actually know what you're spending until you get home.
It's not real.
No.
So I was in one of my 7,000 layovers. I think I was in Dubai or Kuala Lumpur or Jakarta or whatever.
Your flights weren't direct, doll.
Well, no, because I couldn't go unless I spent points. It was the only way that I could get there.
Yeah.
That is another indirect budget-busting hack.
Yeah.
If you want to get to Europe and you've got no money, just go to take 7 flights.
That's exactly right, or 12 if you will.
You can do that.
Yeah.
So I was at the airport and, you get reminded of all these different brands that you used to know that you don't know anymore. And I saw a Lacoste jacket and I thought, I like Lacoste. I love the little
alligator.
The little alligator. I might treat myself to something. And there was this zip-up jacket. Do you know how much a zip-up jacket from Lacoste is brand new in a store?
I think I'm going to say 4,600.
Lower. I mean, we're not Larry Emder, but lower. $370.
Really? For a zip-up hoodie? No,
yes.
Well, it hasn't even got a hood.
I looked at the price. That's ridiculous. I Googled it first to see what the euros were and whatever.
Yeah.
About $400 for a jacket.
Wow.
And I thought, you're not going to find that in the middle aisle at Aldi.
No, you're not.
So I didn't buy it, obviously, but it's been in my mind. You know, when you're like, how am I going to get?
I need that. Yeah.
I need it.
I need that. Like I've always wanted a Comme des Garçons T-shirt.
Right.
Yeah.
You need it.
Yeah, I do. But if it's not on Temu, I'm not buying it.
Well, it is on Temu, let me just tell you.
Really?
Yeah, it is. Do you mean like with a little heart and an eye in it?
Yes.
Don't worry. If I put the order in now, I'll see you next podcast. Okay, we got to talk about Temu too, if not this potty, the next. Yeah. But my red Lacoste jacket. I was wandering around the Camberwell market. The bric-a-brac.
You are not serious.
How much? Quanta costa?
Quanta costa?
And it's in good nick. It looks brand new.
I don't know, maybe $100?
$20 cash.
Which idiot was getting rid of that for $20?
A young man. Oh. And he said to me, he goes, this is a really good one. It's a limited edition as well.
What?
I said, I don't care. It's just got that on it. And it's going to scratch my itch that started in Kuala Lumpur or Dubai or Jakarta. I can't remember which airport I was in.
That's incredible.
I've got my alligator.
Just a question for you when you were in Italy. Did you happen to see a Diodora runner? Because that's that's a flashback from the 80s for me.
I did see United Colours of Benetton though.
Oh, kill me now.
I wanted to get something from Benetton, but every time I was there was, I needed to get back to my risotto.
You were
Milanese.
eating bread, yeah.
I was. Earlier on when we were having our pre-podcast meeting.
Is that what you call the coffee I just had in your kitchen?
Yes.
Right.
You shifted your head backwards and you goes, I see that they're still alive.
Yes, well, by them I mean those. What are they even? Are they gerbils?
They're the French lop bunnies.
Oh, they're bunny rabbits. That's right. I couldn't remember. I can't tell. To me, they're just furry puffs of hard work.
When will I learn is my question
I don't know. You had 3 children and I told you to stop at 1. I told you.
Those bunnies are mine.
Why did you want them?
I didn't want them. I gave them to my kids. Kit, who is now 13, by the way, Kirti, teenager.
Kirti.
He has asked me every few months since he was about 3 years old, can I please have a bunny? Finally, last Christmas, I was like, I'm going to surprise him with his own bunny. He could not give a shit.
Well, that's because you waited until he was 12.
He was excited when they came. Now he looks in from the living room out and goes, Gingy's getting bigger. And I'm like, I wonder why that is.
Because mother's feeding it.
Can I tell you, they eat so much fresh veg, and more than me, more than anyone I've ever seen.
Really? Are you just busy at the Camberwell Market fruit section just buying stuff for the bunnies?
I've got 3 things that I have to do for them every few days. One, I go to the supermarket with an extra bag and I clean up all the fruit and veg displays with the extra leaves.
Hang on a minute, is that legal?
Yes, it is. I've got the okay from the guy. But then I have to go through the checkout and go, I've just done this is for my bunnies.
Bunnies food.
And I know what they like. They like the iceberg lettuce outside, but they particularly like a cruciferous vegetable.
Do tell.
So I'm tearing off the bits of cauliflower that nobody... Okay, so I have to do that.
It would stink like fart in that shopping bag.
And you know how busy I am?
Yes. Have you got time for that?
Well, I do have time to go to the fresh fruit and veg shop locally. I've located a dumpster out the back of their shop.
You are not dumpster diving.
I go dumpster diving.
No, you can't.
I do, and I get very excited when I get the park right next to it.
Because you can just load it straight back into the car.
Yes, me.
You know, an option other than dumpster diving is I could just pop downstairs to the hutch where you've left them on the ping pong table, I believe.
Well, that's their winter accommodation.
Elevated accommodation.
Yes, because they were on the ground and they were always wet, so I had to move them into the living area and raised so that I can clean their shit.
I'd be very happy right now, just to go and open that little hutch door and then I could walk away.
No, because I love them.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know.
You just create work for yourself.
I know. And my great shame is I love them. They're the first faces I see in the morning. I go out there, I go, good morning, girls. And they come to the gate and they let me, they're so soft. And
what, do you pick them up and touch them?
yes.
Oh, you'll get lice.
Or I
something.
just like nuzzle their little heads. But here's the great shame. When I haven't had time to go dumpster diving or cleaning up the grocery department at Woolworths or Coles, I have Uber Eats packets of Brussels sprouts, aforementioned cruciferous vegetables, and bags of mixed lettuce leaves suitable for human consumption.
For the vermin.
Yes, and whole cobs of corn at $2.50 a pop. They love the corn the best.
Stop this immediately.
I can't, Jane. I love them. They're my bunnies now. And I just wanted to know, when will I learn?
Things are worse than I thought.
Apparently I'll never learn.
No, you won't.
It's time for Hall's Hacks.
It is.
As if the Aldi puffy wasn't enough.
Well, that was budget busting biddies.
Of course.
Okay, so we've got to sort our benchmarks out here.
We do. Maybe I need to record some openers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can sing them because, I love to do that.
Yeah, I know.
No, this is Hall's Hacks, and I want to draw your attention to winter craft. Why are you laughing?
Oh, no, it's just that line, draw your attention to winter craft, it tickled me.
Well, can you do anything? Like apart from waste all your money on bunny food, can you actually do anything?
No, I can't.
Can you knit?
No. Remember finger knitting?
Yeah, I loved it.
I didn't. I didn't like any of it.
No.
I didn't mind a paper mache puppet. I didn't mind that.
Okay, well, you could do some paper macheing out in the outdoor area.
You get the balloon.
Yes, and then you pop the balloon afterwards.
I don't mind that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's stupid. And what I'm going to talk to you about is crocheting, because I've really reached my peak and I've done something.
God, I've never seen you so proud.
Oh, my God, I can't wipe the smile off my face, because after 4,000 YouTubing of patterns and how to get started, I've done something.
Oh, my God, you've got the spark in your eye about this thing.
And this is what I have done. And I made this for you. It is blue. It is a double crochet beginner's beanie with a single crochet and a slip stitch edge. And I made it extra large because you've got one of the biggest heads I know.
I do have a big head.
And bless you for it. But it's blue to go with your eyes on your walking. I did that for you.
Jane.
It's so gorgeous. Oh, my gosh, it looks so cute. It looks exactly like I wanted it to look. Look, it's making her eyes pop, Marcel.
Does it look good?
It looks so good. Okay, and this is why it is the Hall's Hack. Not only is it a gorgeous thing for you to do for a friend, it will take you only a day, and you'll get a head sweat if we leave that on while we're talking. But
no, I won't, because I'm a lizard. I'm freezing all the time.
Well, now no heat will escape from your head, because for the cost of an $8 ball of yarn, of which I used half, I got that beanie. People are spending $30-40 on winter beanies, okay? Why? Get yourself a crochet hook, get a ball of wool from your Spotlight or wherever you get your... I go to a little old lady's knitting shop down where I live on the coast. Get crocheting. It is so good for your mental health, and you will make beautiful beanies.
What else have you made?
Is that not enough?
That is, this
so
is a
good.
miracle
I know,
to me.
It is the Christmas miracle that's come early. I made my mum one. I made my mum a scarf. I've done myself a red and pink one, obviously. Because they're my signature colours.
Of course.
And yeah, I feel this surge of excitement when I know I'm going to have an hour to sit down on my couch and crochet away with Clarkson's Farm in the background.
What's Clarkson's Farm?
Well,
Jeremy Clarkson.
It's a contentious point, I know. Contentious.
I have not turned my television on for months.
Well, no, but I mean, because Jeremy Clarkson has, he hasn't been a very nice man.
Oh, hasn't he?
No. But
has it been cancelled?
Yes, he has been
Sorry,
cancelled.
I'm European. I've missed it all.
That's right. No one cancels anyone in Europe, which is
who
why
cares
he's
about
actually
Jeremy Clarkson? He's so pedestrian.
He is exactly very pedestrian. That's why he's allowed to make his own hilarious show about his farm. But to me, the combination of your Clarkson's Farm, your crochet hook and your ball of 50-50, which is what they call 50 acrylic 50 wool, just for your own.
Acrylic, it's not like you.
No, it's only it keeps the shape of the garment. Mm-hmm. Don't complain, I made that for you. So what if it's got a bit of acrylic in it?
Look, I love it. I just would have thought that you were a wool purist.
Okay, yeah. Look, I am, but this is why this segment is called Hall's Hacks. I can't afford to buy pure wool.
All I want to say to you is this: beware.
Why?
Because my gran, the great Rita O'Malley, was a crocheter as well.
Well, I'm glad she's resting in peace as we speak because she wouldn't want to have a look at my needlework.
She became obsessed. There was not a household item or a piece of fabric that could escape a crocheted fringe.
Oh, gosh.
I remember
a woman after my own
heart. I remember very clearly going around to her house. Oh, God. And I recognise the look on your face because I've seen it on my grandmother's. She would barely have had time to answer the door for me and sit me down when she would dig into a giant, those huge red, white and blue bags?
Yes.
Full of face washers, tea towels, hand towels, anything.
And she'd done the crochet edge.
All the edge. And she would go like this. And show me one and then stare at me for my reaction.
Yeah.
An adjective if I could. Eventually I'd run out. I'd go, oh, that's amazing. And that would be another one.
Superb.
Look at this face wash. This is a basket edge.
Yes. See, I can't do any of that fancy stuff. But good on her. But I've taken to, when you see out usually in the northern suburbs somewhere someone has crocheted like a pole of a stop sign or maybe a park bench. Well, what do you think I'm doing in my spare time? Don't look too carefully. Jane's out in the dark crocheting, just objects around town.
Are you really?
No, but I might.
My God, nothing would surprise me. Speaking of craft,
yes.
It's very clear that I could never do this.
No, I don't know that you'd have the patience, honestly.
I just don't. I don't have the craft
or the
gene.
fine motor skills. Look at the bilbies.
I know.
Okay?
I know.
The bilbies are very dexterous.
Your tiny little hands, also known as the bilbies, they are industrious.
They are. There's nothing they cannot do.
Oh God, what are they doing now? They're twitching. They're looking hither and thither.
They're water divining, I believe. Stop it.
So here's the thing. I can't craft.
No.
But I don't know that, even after 50 years. I still think I could, even though I've never have, and when I have, it's been disastrous.
Yeah.
I still have weird hope. For example.
Okay.
Oh, down here. This is a little thing that Kit bought, my 13-year-old. It's a rude finger with a duck face on it.
Yeah, right.
He loves it.
Okay, that's
but look,
interesting.
It's missing the leg.
Oh, the leg's dropped off. We can get onto that with a bit of super glue.
And he said, I'm so sad. It's broken and I love it. And I said, don't worry about it. And I was in Officeworks the other day and I remembered that I'd said, don't worry about it. And I bought this.
What's that? Gorilla Glue?
It's Gorilla Glue in a pen so that you don't stick your fingers together.
Chrissie's shortcuts.
So I've got that. I will sit on that for 3 or 4 years.
Yeah. Okay. I don't expect to see that fixed anytime soon, and neither should Githy.
My other craft.
Can I just point out something? That's not craft.
Oh, yes, it is.
No.
Oh,
That's
is that
just
DIY?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, this one is craft.
All right.
So,
The bar is low, people.
you know that Taylor Swift is my
You're the spirit animal.
spirit animal. I still don't listen to anything but her.
No.
I've got an extra mood. I always said I've only got 3 moods. They are Folklore, Evermore and Midnights. But now I've got a 4th mood, which is Tortured Poets Society.
Are they the they're the album names, right?
Yes.
Sorry.
So I've got 4 moods.
Yeah, okay, great.
Um,
What are we in at present?
Peg and Tortured Poets still.
Oh, okay.
With a bit of folklore.
Okay.
We're going back to folklore. Peg and I went to see our Queen and Saviour when she was on her Eras tour here.
I know you did.
That was in, I'm going to say February.
That was a long time
It's
ago.
a long time ago, 6 months ago. Anyway, you know that it was a massive production number and there was bracelets and passes and light-up things.
Did you get involved in any sort of craftish activities for that?
Didn't you see me dressed for my Taylor Swift experience?
Yeah, but I thought you probably
I
just
had her fringe jacket that I ordered from Dallas.
Yeah, I know. But, I mean, you outsourced that. You didn't make it with your own bare hands.
Well, no, I bought my friendship bands off Temu.
See, there you go.
Peg made some, though. Peg did make some. Anyway, after the show, everybody on TikTok was making these amazing, light boxes.
What's a light box?
Like a square box with
and you put the letters and the numbers.
fill things.
Yeah.
And
you can write messages to yourself.
February. 6 or 7 months ago.
Okay.
And I thought that's a really good thing for mum and daughter to do. Bit of a mum-daughter activity.
I hate those activities. Anyway.
So I purchased this.
Oh, okay.
Which is ready to go.
Empty photo frame.
Photo frame box, ready to go though.
Great.
And the idea was take this out.
Yes.
And then
Pop some bits and
you pop some bits and
bobs
pieces
in like
inside.
that. Yeah, okay,
Look,
great.
there's the ticket.
Yeah, great.
A VIP ticket.
Jeez, blow the dust off that lot, won't you?
And then I've got all of these and they sit in the bottom.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Huh?
Yep.
Everything's here. This bag has been ready to go for crafting since February.
No one wants to do them anymore. They've been cancelled.
I mean, by the time I get around to it, Peg will be my age.
Okay, do you want me to crochet something to go within it?
It looks cold. Can you please sort that out?
I can do that for you.
I really just need someone to help me.
No, you just need to sort of pull your finger out and finish a task for once in your life.
Or do I just need to understand that the idea is pure,
Yeah, that's right.
but I can't do it?
And
Ooh,
it's lovely for you to have that idea, but it's time to give it up.
I even bought the special glue for fabric because there's a bag involved. Have you seen these?
No.
Okay. So I'm showing you. I've been sitting on this for ages and you're the only person I want to talk about it. There is a facelift company in Turkey and you can follow them on Instagram.
How many flights is it going to take me to get there?
That is the same woman.
No, it's not. It can't be.
I'm asking you, is it? Please, I'm giving it to you.
Here.
This says, this is our lovely patient, Miss Dillek, after 2 years of rhinoplasty, facelift and blepharoplasty, whatever
What's
the hell it is.
blepharoplasty?
I don't know. They've basically cut her face off and put on a new one.
Is AI involved? Because that's ridiculous. That can't be the same person.
Apparently it is. There are examples after examples. Jane, please explain, for the love of God, what is happening there.
Well, I tell you what, none of my Aldi face products are going to make this happen. This is serious.
What's the Aldi
surgery.
brand again?
Lacura.
Lacura.
Oh, I say Lacura. Is it Lacura?
I don't know.
That can't be right. I want to see her teeth because, see, model on the left has the mouth closed. The teeth are the giveaway. If you can see a person's teeth, you can see whether it's the same person or not.
I knew you would be able to get to the bottom of this.
No, I can't see her teeth. Therefore, I'm saying no, it is not Madam
Dillek.
Madam Dillek. That's not possible. And no, you cannot get. I've been trying to get rid of a double chin like that through severe diet and exercise for 2 decades. That's not going to happen. That's not right. That's dead to me.
You can get to Turkey with 7 stopovers for free on your points if you want.
Brilliant. Can you book that for me?
You come back looking like Margot Robbie. I've got one more question before
Margot Robbie's got Margot Robbie's got abnormally long arms. Did you know that?
I did not know that. Perfect for Barbie.
Exactly. Have a look next time you see her full length. They're just very, very long. And I know because I worked with her.
I know.
Yeah.
Maggot. The great Maggot. She's expecting a baby. How lovely for her.
How lovely is that?
Beautiful. Her partner looks beautiful. Her husband looks lovely.
Oh, she's got great taste in humans. That's why she's never kept in touch with me in the past.
I want to ask you a question.
Yeah, go on.
I saw over the last month or so some footage of Jennifer Aniston weeping in the street.
Oh, no. Is it something to do with Justin Thoreau?
It's nothing to do with Justin Thoreau.
Are you sure?
Apparently not. Oh. Anyway, I was like, gosh, she looks so upset. Turns out she was on set of The Morning Wars and it just looked like she was sad. She was just playing a character.
Oh, the pap's got her.
Then the next day I clicked on something clickbaity and it was Hugh Jackman crying in his car with happiness.
Was that something to do with Justin Thoreau?
Wasn't to do with Justin Thoreau. How is Justin and his amazing eyebrows? How is he?
I don't know. We haven't heard from him in a long while.
Put that on the to Google list.
Yes. Actually, I can tell you what happened to Justin Thoreau.
Did he go to Turkey?
He did. He went to Turkey on 12 stopovers and he turned out like
maybe
that.
Justin Thoreau is actually Zac Efron and that would explain many stories.
So many.
Now, Hugh Jackman was crying and Jen's crying and I thought, who do I know that is a thespian?
Me.
And it's you.
Yes,
and
obviously.
I want to know, there is a theory that I've always had. And you've obviously had, I know one relationship with an actor, but presumably a few.
Darling, that's an iceberg that we only ever see the top of.
I mean,
I don't want to say too much.
People say that you can't shit in your nest, but why wouldn't
I've
you?
been shitting in the nest for a long time.
Of course you have. So you have your you've got your driver's miles.
Yes,
with,
I have. My frequent
actors.
flyer points.
How do you know if you're in a relationship with a professional actor whose job it is to make people think they're feeling things that they're not? How do you know that they're not acting?
They always are. That's why none of these things last. Okay? It's all smoke and mirrors, baby. Or could that be my own personal bitterness speaking?
Are you also acting in relationships? Like, is it like a muscle memory that you go, oh, I'm playing this role?
Yeah.
I just think it's.
I think sometimes, yes, I do. I think it's a very, very rare occasion where you can actually take that all off and not slightly morph yourself into whatever you think you need to be for that person or that occasion. And what I would say about actors is it's just that little bit easier for us to do that.
Yeah.
But everyone does it. You do it. You've done it. You wouldn't do it now since you've been to Italy and got the I don't give a shit about anything gland going.
Yeah.
But we all, when we're in a relationship with someone, we just do little bits and pieces that we wouldn't normally do because we think we're satisfying something that the other person needs.
Yes.
And that is why I have shut up shop, because I have no more energy to do that ever again.
And a full circle moment, that is why I've realised that if you don't overtly go out of your way for other people, they really don't mind. Yeah. They don't notice.
Yeah, they don't. But I'll have that beanie back now if you're not going to appreciate for how I went out for you.
I love it. I will be posting it on the ChrissieCast socials.
Okay. You don't give it away. Don't advertise it for someone to have.
I will not.
I picked that yarn particularly for your baby blues.
Oh. Before you go, do you remember last time we caught up, I was talking about how I was at Aldi and I said to myself, you are not a damn pack horse. Get the trolley key.
Yes.
Look what I've had made.
Oh my gosh. It's going to take you ages to go through that bum bag, but anyway, good luck.
Wait. I'm sure I put it in here.
How would you know? What the hell is that?
It's my PO box key.
Oh, this has been a scintillating little anecdote, hasn't it?
Oh.
And
there you go.
No, you've done
now,
it.
look, they came out a lot smaller than I thought they would, and you cannot read it without a magnifying glass, but it
Hang on a
does
second.
say on there, you are not a pack horse. Get the damn trolley. And I've tested them. They work in the Aldi ones, the Woolworths ones, and the Coles ones.
Brilliant.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
I love catching up with her. It makes me feel like such a positive person by comparison. We all love Jane. She will be back within the month. And that's it from me. See you next time on the ChrissieCast.